T-shirt na tayo.
So, these are my people. Hindi ako iiyak kasi hindi talaga. Anyway, anyway, these are my two, this is my biological ba? And this is my stepdad. So, sinasabi ko hindi ako iiyak kasi I feel like in my life, these are the two people in my life that I haven't really thought about. So si Papa, noong una talaga, Papa's girl ako kasi I think some of you know na when I was born, parang 21 pa lang kasi siya noon when I was born. So parang he's the typical like young guy na he had a kid pero wala talaga siya. Ayaw niya talaga maging father talaga. So irresponsible, gamble, drinking, you know, like the usual stuff. Pero parang I was a typical little girl na I saw the world in my dad. Like, pero si Mama talaga yung breadwinner nun. Unfair din ako kay Mama kasi parang I wasn't giving her credit. Tapos yun, actually, I stopped talking to him in 2018 kasi I was trying to help him, like, I was literally like trying to build a mansion for him, right? Kasi di ba nasa Australia ako. Tapos, nung 2018, sabi ko na I will save all my money, like, I wouldn't go traveling or anything para mapatayo ko siya ng mansion sa Olongapo kasi taga Olongapo siya, di ba? But he ended up gambling the money away. So it kind of like broke my heart. It really broke my heart kasi parang, ayan na. Kasi parang iniisip ko na, how could you do that to me? Kasi I'm your child. You've never provided for me. Parang ako na lang, never ka talaga tumulong sa paglaki namin ng kapatid ko. But here I am, sacrificing my hard-earned money just so you could live better. Pero kasi, parang siya, parang, para sa akin naman kasi money isn't a thing, right? Not because I'm rich or anything, but you could always earn money. Money shouldn't be something that families should fight about. So, naka-get over naman ako sa pera. Pero yung principle na pinaghirapan niya ng anak mo, tapos isusugal mo lang instead na kainin mo or pambayad mo sa kuryente, mga ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, I confronted him, tapos he lied about it. Sabi niya, hindi ko naman sinugal yan, ganyan-ganyan. Anyway, I think I've moved on from it. Pero kasi matigas din yung ulo ko. So, tsaka ma-pride din ako pagdating sa mga ganyan. So, hindi ko pa siya kinakausap ulit kahit may pandemic na, as in parang, like, I don't talk to him. Anyway, that's another battle that I have to win. Anyway, this is my stepdad. He's Australian. He lives in Australia. Nung una, kasi I met my stepdad when I was 11 or 12, pero I moved to Australia when I was 16. Tapos, yun nga, di ba, hindi ako lumaki sa papa ko, so wala talaga akong father figure in my life. Parang, I don't respect authority, kaya ngayon si Kuya, hindi ko alam kung ba't niya ako pinapasok dito. Pero, I moved to Australia, tapos dun nga siya. Tapos parang siya, super father talaga. Parang, my house, my rules, ganyan-ganyan. Eh ako, when I moved there, parang, you can't just come in my life and be a dad to me just like that, you know? Like, it doesn't work like that. Anyway, as in, sobrang nag-clash kami nito kasi ako, matigas yung ulo ko, tapos spoiled ako, tapos siya, parang, you know, like, he's the boss. Because he is the boss. Tapos ngayon, nung nag-move out na ako, tapos naging independent na ako, sobrang naging close kami nito. As in, mas close kami. Parang I would say, mas kinakausap ko siya kaysa kinakausap ko yung mama ko, yung parang kay Ella. Kasi I really look up to him. Like, he is just such a good person. Like, he doesn't have his own kids. And he just, like, takes care of, like, other children like me. He's just great. Oh, my. He's just great. Parang, if I could be half the person that he is, I would be. If only I could be. And I don't really show that I appreciate my parents, but now that I think about it, I really, really, really do. I really wouldn't be anywhere without him, without my mom as well, because he just, hindi kasi siya nagkaroon ng sarili niyang anak. Tapos ang dami niyang di ba nga may stepbrothers ako, adopted din yun. Tapos kami dalawa ng brother ko. Parang he's just given all his life helping these kids, you know, sending us to school, providing everything, sending us on trips. Parang he's just worked all his life to have children. And life is just so unfair. The universe is just so unfair kasi nga wala siyang sariling anak. Pero he's just so good. Like, he loves me. Tapos yun niya yung nakapasok ako dito, yung when I told him, parang he couldn't believe it. Like, actually, parang mas excited pa siya kay mama. As in, pinagkalat niya kagad. Kahit sabi ko, wala pa nga, excited ka. Pinagkalat niya kagad kung sino-sino kagad sinabihan niya. Pero, alam mo na, oo, pagkalat yun eh. Pero, I love them both. They're both different. Pero, if I ever get married one day, I want them both to be on my side to walk me down the aisle. Because I feel like my personality is because of him, but the person that I am today is because of him. So they're both really important to me, and I probably should forgive my dad. Hey, I probably should. I will. Paglabas ko dito. But, yun lang. I didn't expect them to be the people on my shirt. Akala ko ibang tao sa buhay ko. Pero I'm glad that I got to talk about them kasi I never really think about them. Like, I always just think about myself. At least I have that. Pero yun lang. Yeah, yun lang. Thank you. Ay, ay, ay.
Ano ko hindi kayo iiyak, lover?
Eh! Si
Si
Andrea na lang.
Feeling ko Father's Day ngayon. Father's Day
Gusto mo ba,
ngayon.
Jie-Ann? Si Andrea na lang.
Ikaw na, Andrea, kasi ikaw pa umiyak yan ngayon. Focus pa umiyak si Jie-Ann.
Kasi, kaya nga kumagano ko siya yung umiyak. Ang umiyak eh.
Swerte natin, no?
Ako rin ko nagpipigil ako sa mga social, sa like exciting.
Gusto ko umiyak ako gagawin talaga.
Oo, ganun na dapat, di ba, Alex? Ganun lang.
Parang ganyan-ganyan lang.
Pakaibigan niya. Oh, guys. Sarap din. Okay, quiet.
Thanks God. Nag-ano siya sa kamera.
God, let's go.
Ang galing? May kamot.
Wala naman, pero parang may like, pantal ka lang. Ano kinalat? Oo.
Yung sir. Ang kalaman.
Totoo na.
Papa mo, Kobe.
For a start, he is an amazing person. He's smart, he's wise, he's responsible, and he's super successful. He's literally the person I aspire to be in the future. Wait lang, I'm like scared. Okay, so I used to be his princess. Like, I used to be such a sweet girl at home. Like, I'd literally, like, I'd always give them gifts. I'd always, like, I'd always make an effort to, during celebrations, like their birthdays, ganon. But then I started to be like a bee. I'm a bee at home. Like, I'm such a brat. Like, until now, at home. Like, I'm always masungit. I'm always mataray. Like, I barely talk to my parents. Like, we're close as a family. Like, we're super close. Like, we hang out, ganon. We have like moments, pero most of the time we'd have our own worlds, especially me. Like, I'd always like exclude myself from them. I'm close with my siblings. I have 3 other siblings. I have an ate, I'm second, I have a little brother, and I have a little sister. What do I say? Okay. Kasi my dad is, di ba, he's smart. Like, he always had awards pag when he was like in college and high school. And palagi kong naging goal, like, you know, to walk up the stage and have a medal. And I've always aimed to, like, you know, yung, when you, like, I'd remove my goal is like I'd remove my medal and I'd put it on my parents. Ganon, like, ililipat ko sa kanila. And I was aiming to do that in high school. Like, grade 9, I was honors. But then, then I became, like, academically, I'm a good student. But morally, like, I'm horrible. I cut classes, ganon. I literally cut classes. I got suspended when I was in 10th grade. So, So, because of this attitude of mine, I tend to be so ungrateful sa lahat ng ginagawa ng parents ko. And because of that, like, I'd be so embarrassed kasi I wouldn't have, like, we have a good relationship, but I couldn't, like, I struggle talaga to get close with my dad. Kasi, di ba, I used to be his princess, I used to be his little girl, but then parang, I don't know what happened to me, I became such a horrible person. Now we drifted apart. And I'm still struggling now, trying to get close with him. So, di ba, I'm in PEP. When I was in grade 9 and 10, kasi school was near lang, like, it's like, from my house, it was like 10, 15 minutes away. So I was too complacent. I would like prepare ng matagal talaga every morning. So I was late. I was always late in school. Then we'd always fight in the morning. Then we'd always fight in the evening. Kasi he picks me up after training. Like, I finish at like 9 p.m. You know, and then we'd always fight. And wala lang, like, whenever kasi, like, when my mom gets mad kasi I'm not scared of her, like, parang I'm sanay with her, like, yelling at me and stuff. But with my dad kasi, it's when, like, it's really serious. Not that hindi serious yung sa mom ko, but like with my dad, he barely gets mad. And parang, after training, syempre, cause I'm tired, ganon. And, like, if I'm being honest, my coach before is also strict. Like, minsan, napapagalitan din ako sa training, especially when I was a new member. Like, whenever I'd be done with training, I'd be super tired talaga. Because it was all new to me, and then we would fight pa. So yeah, syempre nakaka-discourage. Although he does support me sa lahat ng achievements ko. Like, I know that for sure. But, yung yung iba sa inyo, like, my dad doesn't, you know, show affection. He doesn't, like, he barely shows affection. Like, I can't even remember the last time he told me na he's proud of me, ganon. I can't remember. And, when I joined PBB kasi, like, this is what happened. Like, there was a 1-minute video, diba? Then I told my mom about it na, oh, mommy, I'm gonna try. Ganon. And she said, okay, sige, you can go try. Ganon. Then when I got in, like, the next few rounds of the audition process, we had an argument, me and my parents. Like, they were saying a lot of things na parang you shouldn't, like, my dad said na, like, what do you want? What do you want? Like, he said na, wait, I'm trying to remember it. Parang he said na, so what do you expect? What are you trying to, like, tell us? Like, you want to drop out of because, like, it's a university. It's one of, like, the big schools in Manila. And parang I really worked hard to get into that. Although it's not my dream school. I wanted to go to the blue school, but I failed. So, yun. Like, well, oh, wait lang. Ito pa. Wait. Back. Okay. It was my 18th birthday, so it's debut, diba? And I'm not trying to, like, badmouth my dad. I love my dad, ganun. My parents. Parang, there was, like, a mini program during my debut. Not as my celebration. Then, parang over dinner, when we were talking about it, my mom said something about, ay, baka naman na, I said kasi na, oh, do you wanna, like, say a message to me? during the program. Then my mom said something like, oh, parang I don't want to cry, ganon, like she doesn't want to make drama and stuff. And my dad was quiet lang. And then my ate was saying, because me and my ate were planning, and my ate said, oh, sige, wag namin na. Then parang I got bad trip, ganon. Then I told my sister na parang, why wouldn't they want to like say a message to me, diba? Because like, I don't know, since I barely I barely hear those like sweet words from my parents, since I barely like get those things. Like, it was my 18th birthday. It was like, I barely celebrate ganon with my friends and families, ganon, blah, blah, blah. And then my sister was like, oh, we're just gonna surprise them. So, okay, I expected. When my ate, I was celebrating na, this was after dinner, my 18th birthday. Wait, sorry if it's so iba-iba. I'm trying to like gather all the, parang, my ate like called my parents, ganon, but then they didn't say a message to me, like they just thanked the guests, ganon. Like, I don't want to be demanding because they already paid for all the expenses. So I was like, okay, sige, fine. So yeah, I didn't get the message from them. And it was one of the things na I expected to like receive since it was my 18th birthday. So yun. Although, right, like, my dad kasi talaga, parang we don't have anything in common. Like, even my mom would say na, whenever my mom would say na, oh, like, she'd say na, okay, like, parang me and my dad, they're, like, always fighting at home. Like, kunwari, like, parang every little thing I do is, like, a problem to him. I don't know why, but, like, that's why I barely open up to my dad now. Like, kunwari, in the table, like, he'd get mad at me over something so small, like, or if, like, because whenever he'd get mad at me, I just, like, my thoughts would go blank lang. I wouldn't even, I try not to cry. Like, I hate crying in front of my dad, because I don't want to show na I'm greatly affected by the words. So, yun. So, yun. Basically, me and my dad aren't super close. In general, kasi I told, like, in the audition na me and my family are close in general. But, like, individually, I'm siguro, like, sometimes kasi diba, I have other siblings, I would always compare na I'm their least favorite, like, I'm the least child they love, ganon. And it's always something na, I've always had a problem with that. Kaya I'm an overachiever in school. Like, I started doing commercials. I tried to, like, have good grades as much as possible. Ganon. And, yun lang, like, parang I couldn't, like, parang hindi ko, like, I just miss being my dad's princess. Ganon. And I hope na we, someday, like, if my dad's watching, I hope someday he could, like, it's so hard. I hope someday we could put aside our differences, and I could finally, like, open up to him. I could finally talk to him comfortably. Like, I wouldn't feel like I have to force myself in my best behavior. Like, of course, I have to be my best behavior talaga at home. But yung parang napipilitan na ako just so that I wouldn't get scolded, ganon. Because I hate it when he gets mad at me. And yeah. But I love my dad. He's such an amazing person. And siguro it's just how he is as a person. Like, he's not, parang he doesn't show affection and stuff. But yeah, but he's a good provider. He's a good dad. He's a good husband to my mom. And I'm super proud of all his achievements. And of course, I still have hope na we could get closer. I mean, it's not too late to do that. My dad's young pa naman. He's like 49 ata. He's kinda young. So yun, like, yun lang. I don't wanna, thanks. Huh? Who wants? You. Jie-Ann.
Andy,
Seriously,
don't
please.
cry. Hug. Andy, don't cry. Andy, don't cry. Andy, don't cry.
Wait, can I use the toilet? I'll use the toilet.
Huh? Sipon ko. Ikaw na.
Ang hirap. This is my child. Don't look this. Charot. Charot lang, ganit siya. Hindi ko naman talaga tatakpan ang gwapo kaya neto. Moday niya kung ano. Moday niya ang ako. Ay, ito nga pala ang aking. So mana, uy, wala dyan mo yung mga ano. Asa? Bakit? Maliit pa talaga ako. Kukuha mo na akong tissue. Baka tutuloan ako ito. Kuya, magnog. Ito nga pala yung father ko. Ang pangalan niya ay Jose. Totoo bito, Jose. Jose Armel. Teka. Gusto ko kasing tumawa muna bago umiyak. Ang gwapo niya. Hindi ta mahuman ano itong trabaho, di ba? Okay. Hilom na dara ako, Bi. Mangingisda siya. At lasinggero siya talaga. Dati yon. Nung I was kinder pa lang ako, nasubukan ko na ang kayo kasi yeah. Subukan ko na magtrabaho na sa murang edad, namumulot ako ng basura. Tapos yung papa ko, palagi siyang nag-iinom. Hindi niya kami iniisip. Tapos, nang dahil dun sa pamumulot ko ng basura, para magkapera kami, nagkasakit ako ng dengue. Bumalik ako ng kinder. Tapos, yung mama ko noon, nagtitinda siya ng mga tuyo, yung mga isda. Tapos, nag-grade 1 ako until grade 3. Nag-OFW yung mama ko. Nung nag-OFW yung mama ko, doon na tumigil yung papa ko sa pag-iinom. Pero hindi ko pa din na-feel na proud siya sa akin. Until na grade 6 ako, doon na ako huminto na pamumulot ko ng mga basura dahil gusto ko mag-focus sa pagiging high school ko. Kasi mahirap yun, hindi ako nakikinig kasi minsan. Tapos, nagka-award ako ng grade 7. O diba, may utak din ako kahit konti. Nagka-award ako as second grading until fourth grading with honors and perfect attendance. Yeah. Pero hindi ako, happy ako nung nalaman ko na nag-award ako. Tapos yung average ko no, 93, 91, and 94. Yeah. Naalala ko pa talaga. Tapos nang nalaman ko, ang saya-saya ko noon. Pero nung sinabi ko sa papa ko na nag-award ako, sabi niya hindi daw siya ang kukuha. Walang kumuha talaga kasi wala din yung mama ko. Kaya nung nag-award na, ako lang yung isang umakyat sa stage. Tapos, ang nakikita ko yung iba na kompleto yung pamilya nila. Sila yung nagsasabit. Tapos yung sinabi, yung teacher ko na lang yung nagsabit sa akin. Tapos yung, di ba, pag kukuha ka ng award, may magkukumusta talaga sa'yo. Tapos sinabi niya ko, asan yung mama mo at papa mo? Bakit wala ka kasama? Sabi ko, wala po yung papa ko. OFW po yung mama ko, tapos yung papa ko po ay isang mangingisda. Sinabi nung sir na, okay lang yan, magpursige ka para matupad mo yung pangarap mo. Kaya sabi ko noon na, useless lang yung award ko. Kasi yung award ko, gusto ko lang na mapalitan ko yung pagod nila. Pero, hindi man lang sila naging masaya sa resulta. Kaya na grade 8 until grade 9, until grade 10, hindi na ako nagkukumpit ng award. Sinasabi ko sa sarili ko na siguro mag-aaral na lang ako na hindi ako nagkukumpit. Useless lang naman kasi wala namang nagiging proud sa akin. Sabi ko yun sa sarili ko. Kaya hindi na talaga ako nagkukumpit. Maraming tao talaga na bumubuli sa akin dahil sa hair ko. Kaya palagi ako nag-absent. Minsan na lang ako nag-aral, hindi ako nagkaka-award, nagtatap lang ako. Baga hindi na ako nakikinig, minsan napapalabas ako sa school dahil chismis ako ng chismis. Tapos, pag humingi ako ng project sa papa ko, sinasabihan niya ako na project ka na naman ng project, ibibili ko lang daw yung mga pagkain. Pero yung mas masakit, kapag yung ate ko yung humingi, bibigyan niya kaagad na wala siyang sinasabi. Sa akin, sasabihin niya na humihingi ka sa akin, pero wala ka namang utak. Sinasabihan niya ako, tapos parang nasasaktan. Kaya minsan, pag may project ako, yung recess ko na lang talaga yung binibili ko na project. Bakit ko matawa? Minsan, recess ko yung binibili ko ng mga project ko, tapos minsan hindi ako nagpapas ng project. Kumbaga sa ano ko na lang siya. Kasi dati nag-grade 7 ako, tumatayo talaga ako para mag-answer. Pero nung naging grade 8, naging grade 9 ako, hindi na ako tumatayo. Kumbaga maingay na ako sa chismis. Tapos minsan, hindi ako pinapalabas na bahay kapag gusto kong gumala. Amahan ako, hindi ko nagpapaalam. Tapos pag uwi ko, pinapalo ako ng lipak, yung malaking kahoy. Or ano. Tapos, nagduduyan-duyan lang ako noon. Tapos nataga ko na Kuya Nagduduyan. Nagduduyan-duyan ako. Tapos may tumutulak. Tapos nahulog, kasi ang lakas kasi. Tapos nahulog ako, nagkaroon ako ng pasag dito. Tapos nakuyapan ko. Nahimatay ako. Oh. Sabi ko, hey! Nahimatay ako noon. Tapos sabi niya pa sa akin, ayan kasi ang kulit-kulit mo. Tapos kapag hindi niya ako pinapayagan, yung kaibigan ko, hindi niya pinapayagan pumunta sa bahay namin. Kaya sa bintana lang, chumichismis kami nung nangyari sa labas. Ganun. Oo, talaga. Yeah. Tapos, oo, totoo naman eh. Promise. Gusto ko lang naman Yeah. Tapos, yung papa ko,
Quiet.
Hindi siya proud sa akin, pero palagi siya nagtatrabaho, nangingisda. Minsan, dahil sa bagyo, nalunod sila. Tapos yung papa ko noon, wala siyang makain. Yung tawag nung salbabida niya, isang parang polyfoam, tapos polyfoam yung kinain niya. Lutang-lutang siya sa dagat. 2-3 beses ata, yung isang beses, nalunod din sila, kasama niya yung papa at kapatid niya. Palutang-lutang na siya, tapos yung kinain nila sa nina, ito, parang damit. Oo, damit. Tapos nung nahuli sila sa Indonesia, 1 year sila doon. 1 year siyang hindi nakabalik. Oo. Kahit hindi siya proud sa akin, nafe-feel ko naman na ginagawa niya yun dahil gusto niya na may makain kami. Tapos yung mas masakit, yung mama ko, nagkaroon ng iba. Tapos, nung nalaman, uuwi siya sa amin, pero hindi siya umuwi sa bahay. Nagstay siya sa hotel ng ilang araw. Nakipagkita siya sa lalaki niya. May nagsabi sa amin, tapos pag uwi niya, siyempre pag OFW ka, may maiipon ka kahit konting pera. Pag uwi niya, yung dala niya lang, 8,000. Tapos nung nalaman ng papa ko na may iba siya, sinuntok ng papa ko yung pader na butas. Tapos sabi niya sa amin, ayoko na magtrabaho, ayoko na kayong pakain, ayoko na kayong palakihin. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, dahil lang ba doon? Ano ba kasama kami sa inyo? Anak niyo din kami. Sabi ko, huwag ka namang sumuko dahil lang doon. Tapos yung mas masakit, yung mama ko, humingi pa siya ng pera pabalik ng abroad. Yung hindi pa lang siya nahiya. Siya na nga yung nag-ano, tapos yung papa ko, medyo wala siyang pera nun. Meron kaming parang alkansya. Nilalagyan siya, doon siya naglalagay ng pera para pag wala kaming pera, pwede niya yung kunin doon. Sarap. Charot. Tapos nun, nagbago yung mama ko doon. Minsan na lang, dahil doon, parati na kami pinapagalitan. Tumitingin lang ako ng TV sa lola ko, sinasabihin niya ako, ayan, kaya wala kang utak kasi puro ka TV, puro ka TV. Kasi naman yung drama ka, Trin. Eh, tumitingin talaga ako. Tapos nung isa, nagbebenta kasi kami ng soft drinks dati. Tapos nakawala lang ako ng 7 pesos, sinampal niya ako. Promise. Pero pagising ko, tiniplahan ako ng kape, binigyan ako ng di ba? Sinampal ka, tapos pagising mo, titiplahan ka naman pala ng kape. Binigyan niya ako ng tinapay, kasi gano'n nga, di ba? Tapos doon ko na-feel na mahal niya ako, para nahihiya lang siya na ipakita sa akin na love niya ako. Yeah, yun lang. Ano? Oo. Kaya nga, naninervous ako, tapos nakakalimutan.
the only person that can make us laugh and cry.
Pili, Jie-Ann.
Jie-Ann, pili.
Pili. Kahit matamis yung kape mo.
Jie-Ann,
Jan, why did you say, it's a zombie?
Wait, pili.
Pili isa.
So, Roy.
Sige na, meet ka na.
Bro, I laugh when you said, oh, it's a zombie. I like pag-open.
Hindi ako iyak.
Pag-open niya sa damit niya. Oh, it's a zombie.
Balik. Hindi, promise. Kaya ko to. Hindi ako iyak. Wait. Okay, joke lang. Ngayon ko lang nakita to. Yun. Diba dalawa? Ito yung biological father ko. Ito yung stepfather ko. Kasi naman si kuya naman eh. Wait lang. Diba, nakwento ko before na nung 1-year-old ako, namatay na si Papa. Gwapo niya dito ah. Ayun, parang bata pa lang ako, hindi ko na na-feel na magkaroon ng father. Kasi 1-year-old ako nung namatay si Papa. Tapos laging kinikwento sa akin ni Mama na favorite daw niya ako kasi ako yung mag-isa akong babae na anak niya. So parang sabi niya nung buntis si Mama sa akin, sabi niya, alam niya na agad na babae yan. Tapos pinangalanan niya ako, yung nickname ko Chuchay, sabi niya. Yan si Chuchay, alam ko babae yan paglabas niya. Tapos nung pinanganak ako ni Mama, sobrang saya niya daw na kwento niya agad sa kapitbahay namin na ang ganda ng anak ko, ganun. Parang nung kinikwento sa akin yun ni Mama, parang ang saya sa feeling na kahit hindi ko siya nakasama, kahit wala akong maalala na parang memories, nakasama ko siya, na-feel ko na mahal niya ako, ganyan. Tapos ayun, sobrang bait ni Papa, as in, yung mga kwento ng mga kapitbahay namin, yung mga kwento ng kaibigan niya, na kahit wala kaming pera, kahit walang-wala na kaming makain, kapag may lumapit sa kanya na humihingi ng tulong, tutulungan niya kahit na kami, wala na kaming makain, ganun. Sobrang bait ni Papa. Gusto ko sana na mas makasama pa siya hanggang lumaki ako. Every time na magkakawad kasi ako, honor student ako since elementary. Tapos kapag nakikita ko yung mga kaklase ko na father nila yung nagmamarch sa kanila sa stage, naiiyak na lang ako kasi sabi ko, sana may papa din ako na ganun. Ano ba yan? Tapos, ayun, si Papa kasi, ano siya, sa talyer, yun yung trabaho niya, parang nag-vulcanize, gano'n. Tapos sabi ni Mama, one time, niyaya siya nung amo niya na mag-inom sa isang bar. Tapos, hindi alam ni Mama na yun na yung last na time na makikita namin si Papa. Kasi that time, inaway niya pa si Papa kasi gabing-gabi na. Tapos sabi ni Mama, huwag ka nang sumama kasi gabi na, hindi pa kumakain sila. Sila Chucha, hindi pa kumakain sila. Ayron yung mga kapatid ko, yung dalawa kong kuya. Tapos that time, buntis si Mama sa pang-apat naming kapatid. Nag-away pa sila before. Tapos, hindi alam ni Mama na ayun na pala yung last na makakasama namin si Papa. Tapos, parang, ayun, nung grade 9 ako, tinanong ako ng teacher namin kung meron bang times na na-question ko si God. Meron. Sabi ko, tinanong ko si Lord, Lord, bakit ang aga mo namang kinuha si Papa sa amin? Bakit sa dinami-dami ng masasamang tao, yung mabait pa? Ang bait-bait ni Papa sobra. Alam ko, sobrang bait yung tao. Tapos bakit siya yung una mong kinuha? Hindi mo man lang binigyan ng chance na makasama ko siya kahit konting panahon. Alam kong mali na question ni si Lord, pero ayun, nagawa ko. Pero, okay na. Ngayon, na-accept ko na nawala na talaga siya kasi parang tapos na yung mission niya dito sa lupa. Parang, kasi diba hindi naman natin hawak yung life natin. Anytime pwede kang kunin ni Lord kung gusto niya. Ayun, sana ngayon. Alam ko proud siya sa akin kasi, ayun, diba? Ang ganda-ganda ko. Tapos, eto, stepfather ko, Nung nanganak si Mama sa pang-apat naming kapatid, wala siyang kasama. Ang kasama niya lang bumuhay sa amin, yung lola namin, yung mama niya. Tapos nag-OFW siya nung grade 4 ako, so naiwan kami sa bahay ng nanay ko, isa mama niya. Tapos yung mga pinsan ko yung nag-alaga sa amin, yung nagturo sa amin, yung naghahatid sa school. Parang, parang hindi namin na-feel na meron kami parents, pero alam namin na mahal nila kami, alam namin na suportado sila sa amin, na proud sila sa amin. Tapos, nung nag-OFW kasi siya, si Mama, parang nagkaroon siya ng boyfriend doon, tapos nabuntis siya sa pang-5 naming kapatid, so umuwi siya ng Pilipinas. Pagka-uwi niya, doon yung nakilala tong stepfather namin. Mabait siya, kasi that time, nakikitira kami sa bahay ng tita namin. Tapos, kapitbahay namin to. Tapos parang, anong tawag doon? Kinukuha niya yung loob namin na magkakapatid. Parang sinasabi niya, Chay, halika dito, libre kitang fishball, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, ayun, pero ngayon, parang hindi ko na-feel. Parang wala pa rin akong papa. Ganun. Hindi ko ma-feel na meron akong papa kahit na may stepfather naman ako kasi may anak din sila ni Mama, yun yung bunso. So parang ang focus niya lang is yung sa anak niya. Ganun, kahit nakasama namin siya sa bahay, sa tagaluto namin, no. Hindi ko ma-feel pa rin na may papa ako, kaya ang tawag ko lang sa kanya tito. Hindi ko siya matawag na papa. Every time tinatanong ako, bakit tito yung tawag mo kasi? Sinasabi ko, parang hindi ko naman kasi papa. Ganun, parang sa word lang, stepfather ko siya, oo, pero hindi ko ramdam na nagiging papa siya sa amin kasi yung focus niya lang dun sa anak niya. Pero tinutulungan niya kami kapag sa pag-aaral namin. Minsan kapag may hindi ako alam sa isang subject, ganyan, tinutulungan niya kami. Ayun lang, parang naghahanap pa rin ako ngayon ng, kumbaga, gusto ko pa rin ma-experience na magkaroon ng papa. Yung kasi talagang ituturing kang anak kasi parang wala. Parang ngayon, may mama ako, may stepfather ako, pero parang wala akong papa talaga. Tsaka sa family namin, hindi kami close. Hindi kami emotionally close, hindi kami physically close. Hindi kami naghihiyakap, hindi kami nasasabihan ng I love you, I miss you, ganyan. Wala, parang, may pamilya ako, masaya kami, pero parang yung feeling na parang wala, parang feeling na mag-isa ka lang. Mas close ko pa yung pinsan ko kaysa sa kanila. Mas nakakapagsabi pa ako ng problema sa pinsan ko kaysa sa kanila. Ayun lang. Parang mahal ko silang dalawa pareho. Sana one time, ma-feel ko din na love ako ng stepfather ko.
sana buhay ka kasi ba't ka namatay? Ayun, di ba? Si Kuya Chris Mark. Ano ba? Sabi ko,